I love going to Dollar Tree and finding all kinds of good items that we can use for crafting. And these little tiny mini terracotta pots are so good. They're great for summer projects, but they're really fun for crafting. We're going to start by painting this one blue. Of course, you can do any color you want. It depends on what color scheme you want to go with. But today we're going to do blue. Then we're going to pair it with this beautiful frame. I love that it already is white, which you know I love crafting with a white color. But it does have a very matte finish also that you can paint if you want, or you can add whatever you want to the edge, which we will do here in just a minute. We're going to remove the backing as well as the glass. We're not going to need that, but we are going to keep the actual back of it because we're going to trace it on this fabric. It has beautiful fall colors, including that blue we're going to be using. I'm going to add a generous amount of Mod Podge onto the back, and then we're going to place the fabric right over it. Once attached, we're just going to use a little bit of heat from the iron just to make sure it's nicely attached, and then we're going to cut off the excess using my scissors. And then once it's removed, we're just going to place it right back onto the frame, securing the clips. Now the frame looks great just like this, but I do want to add a little bit of details to it. So we're going to bring in the gold rub and buff. I get this on Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 with a silver, black, gold, and bronze. Actually 4, not 3. So we're just going to focus on the outside edge, although you can add as little or as much as you want. It is very metallic, very cute to add just a detail. We're also going to be adding the same rub and buff onto the blue pot, which is already dry, and we're just going to add it as details on the edges. That's it. All right, so then we are going to take some florals and we're just going to start adding that onto the frame. We're going to start with this beautiful orange, kind of yellow peony, and we're just going to add it right in the center. I'm going to take some green leaves left over from another pick, and we're just going to start adding them underneath the flower just to add a little bit of contrast and a little bit of pop of that green color. I did notice that it needed a few extra little flowers on the top, so we're going to add that here in just a bit. I removed the back of the frame, and then we're going to add a generous amount of hot glue and just hold the frame until it hardens. So here we are. I'm just going to add these tiny little flowers right onto the top to fill it in just a bit. And that's it. What a gorgeous craft you can make this fall season. It takes only minutes and very inexpensive. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with this glass jar. You can find many like these at Dollar Tree. I'm going to wipe this one. It was very dusted and almost grimy because I've had it for such a long time. I'm going to take some of these leaves from the pick. We're just going to cut off just the leaf portion. I'm going to cut a few, and then we're going to need a little bit more, but we're going to do that in just a minute. I'm going to pair it with these fairy lights. They're wired and they're great for crafts. And I'm going to start threading it inside the jar. I'm going to do a few leaves, then thread or insert more of the lights, then more leaves and more lights. And I'm going to do this so that the lights are intertwined in between all the leaves until the entire jar is filled. Once you start filling it, then we're going to add the battery pack to the back. You can add it with alien tape. You can also add it with hot glue. And that's what I'm going to do. A little bit of hot glue and just put it right there. This is how it's looking. So pretty. All right, so now we are going to add a little bit of a frame, kind of like just a little at the top, just to add a little contrast. And we're going to add this blue ribbon just to kind of keep it in the blue theme. And we're going to hot glue it to itself so it's secured. And then we're going to layer this lace ribbon from Amazon, but Dollar Tree does carry its own. And we're just going to do it right in the center, and it just adds that nice layered look. These battery-operated LED candles are great for crafts. You can find them at Dollar Tree. They're still $1.25 at my Dollar Tree, and they come with these little base stands that you can use. We're going to add a couple AAA batteries, make sure it works. We're going to place it right onto the base, and then we're going to hot glue the base to the jar at the top. Such an easy craft. I wish the LED light was actually warm yellow versus the white, but it's okay. It still looks very pretty. I love the fairy lights inside the jar, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with this cross. It is from Dollar Tree, and I am going to remove the sticker from the back. I'm going to use the heating tool because it makes it so much easier and quicker. Then I'm going to cut off the top jute string and paint the edges. Just the edges. It's not needed to do the back or the front unless you want to do the back if you'd like. I'm going to do Waverly chalk paint in the white, and I only did one coat as it was sufficient. I'm going to do all the edges and then let that dry. I love crafting with Dollar Tree's peel and stick wallpaper, and this one was left over from previous years, so I'm just going to use it because it's actually the perfect size. I'm going to remove the back just like a sticker and then place it right over the cross. Once it's adhered, then I'm going to take my scissors and just kind of cut the corners to make it a little easier to sand downwards. And using my little sanding tool, we're going to sand and remove the excess paper. If you sand downwards, it works really well. It is a pretty heavy grit, so it's going to leave it a little rough. But once I'm done removing the paper, then I'm going to take a lower grit and then we're going to soften that out. It's time to add some florals, although you can leave it like this or add whatever else you want. Because it's fall upon, I'm going to use this pick from Hobby Lobby. It was $3.99 originally, but I got it at the end of the season at 90% off, and I got it for 39 cents. Oh my word. Okay, so we're going to just tear apart some of the picks, and we're just going to start layering them very carefully, not adding a lot of glue because I want to keep it without any ribbon or anything. And then once I kind of had it where I wanted, then I'm just going to add a couple of these green leaves behind it to add a little pop of color. I'm going to take this ribbon from Amazon. We're going to line the edge. This is just preference. You could leave it the way it was. I'm going to add hot glue as needed and line the entire cross with it. After adding hot glue and the ribbon at the bottom of the cross, it was a little wobbly, so I'm just going to add these little felt pieces and just stick them with like stickers at the bottom. I cut them to size and it worked really well. But for extra stability, I'm going to take a tumbling tower block and I'm just going to hot glue it to the bottom of it, and this will give it a little bit more of a surface to stand on. What a gorgeous piece. Again, I love this blue for fall, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to start with one of their wood rounds you can find year-round in the crafting aisle, and we're going to pair it with one of my peel and stick designs, which is my Etsy shop. If you want to check it out, it is linked below, or scan this QR code. As you can see, the design will always be a little larger than the 12-inch wood round, and that is because I wanted to have a little overhang so we can sand it smooth. So I'm just going to remove a little bit of the backing, and then I'm going to place the wood round, leaving about that same overhang all around the top edge. And then very carefully and taking my time, just going to remove the backing as I am flattening and softening and adhering that rest of it with my other hand, just like that. So then once everything is attached and removed all the bubbles, then we're just going to remove the excess from the edges. And I'm going to use my little sanding tool, and this is just going to, again, remove it. And because it is a higher grit, it'll leave a little rough edge. So I'm just going to use the lower grit, and we're just going to smooth out those edges so it's nicely finished. I wiped it well, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of the distressed ink around the edges. This is just going to kind of blend everything together and create a nice, cute little subtle edge. I'm also going to use a rag, and that's just going to remove any excess and just kind of blend it into the design. We're going to use a blue ribbon for this one just to kind of keep it all in the same family as the previous crafts, but of course use whatever design you want and color. We're going to loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle with some jute string, tie it in the back, and then we're simply just going to hot glue it to the top. Easy, easy, and quick. I'm also going to dovetail cut the ends of the ribbon, although you can also angle cut them, but they do look unfinished in my opinion if you don't cut them a little bit. All right, so now we're just going to add some florals. This is just going to add a touch of the same color and design from the peel and stick design. So I'm just going to keep adding here and there until kind of like what I see. This is optional. You can add just one flower. You can add greenery, whatever you want. And then I'm going to take more of the blue ribbon. We're just going to loop it, hot glue it, and tape it to the back. And that's going to give me something to hang it with. But of course, you can use rope. You can use whatever else you want or you prefer to be able to hang your wood rounds. But Dollar Trees are a little on the thinner side. So adding hot glue and tape works really well rather than using screws, which is why I prefer it. But that's it for this one. Oh my word, what a beautiful design. I love, again, that blue for fall. And then, of course, the peel and stick, which is in my Etsy shop. Don't forget to check it out. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.